But you did.
But
you did exactly what you set out to do.
I feel like
you wanted to come into this game and play it with loyalty and integrity. That's the first thing you said
that
to
is
us,
and
you
that's,
have done that.
That's
and
what
you wanted
matters.
to come into this game and get the full experience. You wanted to live out every survivor dream that you had that you didn't get to do 2 years ago when you played this game.
And that's what I'm going to tell the jury today.
That.
Is I had a choice to make a big move like you guys wanted me to make, but in the end, I stuck true to my loyalty and my integrity.
You stuck true to what you set out to do from the very beginning of this game, and you have done it flawlessly.
And that is play it on.
I'm writing a final tribal council speech. That's good. That's a good one. I like it.
That's pretty good.
That's what I'm going to say.
That's worth the vote right there.
No matter what you did, it's fine.
And when I went to try to make a decision, I mean, I stood up there a few minutes to try to make that decision because I'm like, yeah, it's a choice between having maybe an opportunity for them to see me having a big move and still being some sort of contender here, which I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Everybody does.
Sure.
But I do
Sure,
ride
you're
home.
in the final four.
I
Don't
do
worry
ride home
about
with me.
it.
I ride home with me on that plane,
That's
and
right.
even if I took the lobster home, I wouldn't have felt good about it. And I don't think you can throw him from 40,000 feet. So.
That's funny.
Or however.
Well, I think you did an excellent job. It's all going to turn out well.
And,
from the bottom of my heart, I
Get a
appreciate
little
what you said about me out there. Getting a little choked up.
It's amazing. What, 15 years later? And you have had now the full gamut.
We told you we would come.
But you did much more than play just a game of Survivor today.
Well, thanks for keeping your word.
7 and maybe more.
And thanks
Here's the more.
Thanks for treating me as well as you guys did.
Go out there and win. You know what you got to do.
Bless you.
Not only did I come into the game with the biggest target on my back, but it was reinforced very early on when I was singled out as the strongest male, and yet I'm still in a very strong position, and there are a lot of people that have relationships with me.
I think they will sit back and say, okay, yes, you know what, she did come in and she was subtle. She was quiet at first. She didn't really say a whole lot. And I think that is a strategy in and of itself. You don't always have to come in with guns blazing in the beginning to get where you need to go.
Not to be arrogant, I think I'm sitting against any of them. The final 3, I think I beat them. Because I think my story is a much stronger story because I started on the complete outs and I can tell the story how I was gone from day 1 and made it through the whole game.
They've all been kind of surprised by me physically and what I can do. I think I've made better relationships than they have on a wider scale. Let's say, yeah, confident.
I was the first one voted out of Thailand. I think it's shocked, and so I thought this time I'm just going to go in and make friends and have fun and do a good job, make people happy that they came, be more about them than I am about me. And if I go any further, then that'd be great.
Bethany, I need to take it back. I need to back up the grab from the table. Just don't touch anything. For this challenge, what you're going to need to do is hold these paddles with your palms down in both hands. You're going to reach over, secure the dowels between the paddles. I'm going to count down 3, 2, 1, 0. By the time I get to 0, you have to have those lifted off the blocks. If you do not, you're out. So again, your palms have to stay down at all times. Once you lift them, your hands have to stay in that position. You cannot rotate in either direction. We're going to start the first round with 2 blocks. We're going to go for 2 minutes. After that, I'll say you can put them down, We'll reset and add blocks, and it'll get more difficult as we move along. Challenge is on, 2 minutes. Just an easy little warm-up round. Getting the feel of that. Everybody's rock solid, no problems. One minute to go. Thirty seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put them down. Slide your holder in, put a third block on.
Make your arms up.
Another 2-minute round. Fifteen seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put them down. Lift. This round's going 3 minutes. 4 blocks, 3 minutes. Everyone's still looking very strong. Adam's arm's starting to shake a little bit. No movement at all now. Everybody rock solid. Big drops. Just like that, we're down to 4.
Got it, guys.
Candace dropped, she's out.
Good try, Candace.
"30 seconds left. "15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put them down. Count it down. 3, 2, 1. Lift. 3 minutes. Adam's wobbly there. Made a nice save. John and Bethany holding steady.
In there, John.
Adam drops, he's out. John and Bethany vying for immunity.
Hang in there, Bethany. Come on, Bethany.
Awesome.
Congratulations. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Good things.
John, congratulations. Unity is yours. We'll give you a couple minutes and you'll be right in for tribal.
Did it, baby, when it had to be done.
Dixie, Carolyn voted out the last tribal. John, I know that necklace feels good right now. Probably the only reason you'll be living for another challenge, I would imagine.
Yes, indeed. It feels great to have it. As soon as we walked in, I looked at Dave's biceps, Candace's athletic ability, this girl's gymnast ability, and I'm like, I don't have a prayer at this thing. So I'm just glad I came out with it and happy to be here.
Notice he wasn't worried about me. The #1 challenge competitor
In the world, that's right.
And everything else.
Yeah.
Adam, for the first time, the former umpires are going to have to vote one of their own out. How do you guys go about doing that?
Well, that's not technically true, right? Look, this is part of the game. You can't. You have to account for people winning immunity, and screws in the plan, and that's a reality that I've been prepared for. But whatever happens, this has been an incredible experience, as close to the real game as you can possibly get. And if anyone out there is thinking about doing this, you can do it. You can absolutely do it, and you probably can do the whole 39-day experience. And I've been so impressed by the professionalism, by the builds, by how quickly we've been able to move through 24 players in this game. It's really incredible, and I hope that everybody here appreciates that, because I certainly do, and I'm very grateful for the opportunity.
Thank you. Candace, looked like you were right square in the middle of deciding where to go on that last vote. Maybe you're right in the same spot again.
It took a lot of support from people who got involved with my fundraising to bring me here. And I want to give a big shout out to those people who supported me to play again, so thank you. This experience is absolutely incredible. And I was trying to make a decision on, do I make a big move and do I try to win? Or do I hold true to my honesty and my loyalty? Nope. And in the end, my loyalty reigns out, and my honesty does.
So Dave, what's your case? Why should you still be here when we get to the next vote?
He's got a rock in his pocket.
We've been tight. If I go down today, I'd be very surprised, but we've seen stranger things happen. I will say on that challenge, I practiced that with my kids over and over. Sorry, Charlie and Torley, I was the first one out. But,
Same question for you, Bethany. Why should you stick around to see the Final Four?
Yeah, we had our group and we started this together, and I think that we're still going to stay strong. We knew that it wasn't going to be an easy path, but I'm very happy with the people that I'm sitting up here with.
All right, let's get to the vote. John, you're up.
Hey bro, thanks for having my back as we made it this far. Couldn't have done it without you.
I've been making you sweat all game. Might as well write your name down one time.
Maybe 2.
Adam, I thought I knew Survivor. You are a PhD in Survivor knowledge and strategy. You are the absolute man. Thank you.
I'll read the votes.
It's not Survivor if I don't cry. Not Survivor.
First vote, Adam. Adam, 2 votes, Adam. Dave.
At least one.
Adam, that's 3, that's enough. You need to bring me your choice.
Thank you. Have fun.
This one's already out, so I might as well take it.
Oh, no, it's relighting itself.
Oh, it's back.
And it's back.
Adam, for the first time, inside the smoking.
Thanks, Bob.
Time for you to go.
Thank you.
John, thank you.
Thanks, John.
Thanks, John.
Got everything I could have wanted out of this experience. I got to play in all the challenges. I had so much fun. I met some incredible people. I made strong alliances and kept them and was able to keep them safe in a number of ways. I got to get some advantages, play them. Another 2 misplayed idols, so that adds my count up to 4. So I'm gonna try. I already have the record for most tears ever shed on Survivor, probably. So I want to go for the most incorrectly played idols as well. No, but seriously, like, just the feeling of being sort of back in this game that I've loved for so many years, and imagining, you know, my mom watching me go through this whole experience and knowing that she'd be proud. It's cool. It feels good. Yeah. So I'm very satisfied with how I did.
Good. So no regrets?
No. I'm very proud of the 4 people that are there. And I hope they play hard in this last challenge. And honestly, I think there are a number of ways that it could still go. So it's up in the air.
The exact same. I'm gonna try to win this one. Okay, but I'm gonna, whatever it is, I'm just gonna give him.
John can't win.
Yeah.
So yes, try to win it.
I would like to wear that thing once in this whole thing. Come up short.
Right over there?
Whoa.
Oh. Is there
Am I wasting time to ask, is there any strategy to have a survivor in the final 3 with you?
All I know is when you got the immunity necklace, they cheered louder than anything I've heard all weekend.
That's what you're saying, Dave.
That's just my view. I don't know.
They don't want
Fans don't vote.
They don't want us to go in there.
I'm sorry. I was talking about the jury.
Yeah, they don't want to vote for us.
Hey, thanks for keeping me along.
Dude.
Honestly.
You're amazing.
You're right.
Pleasure to meet you and hang out with you and get to know you.
Pleasure's all mine.
I just hope to God, no matter what happens, he says, this is the final immunity challenge.
Yes. I'm done. I'm emotionally, physically exhausted. I'm drained. I'm at the bottom of the bucket.
Yeah, this would be. No, when Jordan checked me in, she was like, yeah, good luck. I'm like, yeah, right, I'll see you in a few hours.
I honestly thought I was going to be out yesterday.
Yeah, me too.
I can tell you all the survivors that were here, I'm glad you made it this end.
Yeah.
You didn't have it the first time. I hope it.
There's a lot of redemption, a lot of healing, a lot of satisfaction.
And now when you go back, you'll be prepared because you've done all this crap.
When I go back, yeah. Well, if they call me, I'll get on the plane right now.
John, if we could ask, don't win immunity.
I'll do my worst.
John, I need to take it back. Immunity, back up for grabs. Come on over here so I can explain what you'll be doing for this challenge. Gonna draw for spots. Each of you will have one of these tables. These blocks stack into a pyramid exactly like they look now, except you're gonna use these dowels, insert them in the holes in such a way that the blocks on the bottom have no spaces, the blocks on the top have no spaces, and there's no space between the two rows. The only time you're allowed to work on this puzzle is when your ball is in play in the table. So you'll grab your ball, you'll come up, you'll roll it up into the course. While it's working its way down, you'll run back and work on your puzzle. If your ball falls and hits the ground, you'll need to run back to that blue line and pick up a replacement ball. Come back, put it back in play, go back to your table again. The puzzle pieces, which are the blocks and the dowels, do not leave the tables with you. So if you need to come back and catch your ball, you need to put your block down, you need to put your dowels down, come back, catch the ball, put it back in play, then go back and work on your puzzle again. Survivors ready? Go!
Jacob.
John, stop, your ball's down.
No.
Everybody's starting to get the timing. How long does it take for that ball to get to the bottom? John, stop, your ball's down. Ball's down. Candace, stop. John, stop. Steve. She's gotta stop. Come on, guys. Hold on. Move it. Stop. John, your ball's down. Stop. Candace getting down to her last block. Is she right? Candace! No.
Dowels are on the ground.
Dowels are down. Talk to me. I don't know what's going on. Stop it there.
Just stop. I didn't know if I was supposed to tell her. Yeah, you got it. John, stop.
Stop, John.
Stop. I said something about that. Too much information. Stop it.
That's good, John.
Great job, man.
Awesome.
Good job. So good.
John, congratulations.
That was just fun.
Did it, baby, when it had to be done.
Guys, it's over.
After watching my child.
Did he say final immunity? Did he say that was
Is it final immunity? Are we taking 3?
What did he say? What did he say to you?
He said it was an immunity challenge.
We have to, Bethany. We have to. Otherwise, doing what you're doing kills both of us. And listen, and if I can't believe we didn't pay attention.
Well, I had it stacked, but the dials weren't right, but...
Okay. It might be a final 2, and if it's a final 2, John's going to win against anyone, and we can't do it. We need to see these cameras shot. Okay? You're not being disloyal. I am begging you. Please honor the deal we made this morning. I want to go to the final 2 with you. And if I get voted out now and you guys are playing me, I don't care what you do. Okay?
We have to talk to Bethany. We have to talk to her.
Are you okay with Bethany?
Before you guys get in there, I want to give you the final 4 tiebreaker rule in case this comes into play. Okay? So if 2 people are tied, obviously John's not going to be one of those 2. We're going to ask you if you can come to consensus. If not, by the rules of Survivor's playing for, the 2 people that were voted for are safe. John's going to be safe too because he has the necklace, which means that other person is out automatically.
So say that one. I'm getting the slow.
I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you just pictorial.
Okay.
In case you guys voted for these 2 and it was a 2-2 split.
Yeah.
And I ask you, we need to break the tie.
Yeah.
And if you say we can't break the tie, on a revote, these 2 would be safe. Everybody else would draw rocks, but you're immune. Which in that case means he would automatically.
So I draw a rock.
You would not draw a rock.
I'm just automatically.
I'm just saying it gets very.
Okay.
It's cut. Somebody's automatically out if you can't come to a consensus.
Okay.
Necklace.
And I appreciate you asking.
I'm just thinking.
Doesn't hurt to ask. I can't do it.
And I respect that. No,
Yeah.
That's totally cool.
Hey, I wouldn't be wearing it if it weren't for you guys.
Listen, I know we made a deal. You know that I love and adore you. You know I do. And I'm going to be sitting on that other side giving you my votes. And
Listen, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going to vote for you. Everyone else seems to do it. I haven't gotten a chance yet. I'll just throw it out there.
Steve, Nick H, Austin, Liza, Nick C, Carolyn, Adam voted out the last tribal. John, another big win, second one in a row, carrying you to the final 3. What's your thoughts right now?
Shocked, amazed, and grateful. You know, that's one of those challenges that you watch on television, you think, oh, I could do that, until you get up there to do it. And everybody else is doing it. And then it just falls the way it did. I happened to get lucky with a few twists of the blocks and a few drops of the dowels. And I'm thrilled, shocked, and grateful to be here.
So it's not John, Bethany. How do you decide? Who do you want to sit next to in the end? It's not an easy decision. What's the criteria?
It's not an easy decision. I think that there's been some deals made by other people, so I'm just trying to work whatever magic I've got left and see if I can live to see another 12 minutes in this game.
Dave, she's mentioning deals being made. Are you aware of those?
I'm aware of some deals. I hope I'm aware of all the deals, but we thought it was going to be a straight pagonging. That didn't happen. And then, John, how old are you?
55.
Wow. He messed up the best laid plans of mice and men, and we'll see what happens.
So Candace, how does it fall out? How do you decide among 2 people that have been with you basically the last 2 days?
it's been loyalty all day. It's going to be loyalty now.
Okay, with that, let's get to the vote. John, you're up.
It's been an incredible run, and I hope this works.
This is the hardest vote I have had to cast. I love that you're an amazing person. I very well might be going home. I hope it's you, but please no hard feelings.
Sorry about the situation you guys are in. How are you?
It's his fault.
This is why they voted you out first.
Yeah, that was very smart.
Darn.
I'll read the votes. First vote, Dave. Bethany. 1 vote Dave, 1 vote Bethany. Dave. Bethany. We have a 2-2 tie. Here's how the Final Four tiebreaker works. I'm going to give you a few minutes to try to come to consensus on the vote between Dave and Bethany. If you do not, Dave and Bethany become immune, and everyone else who was not immune would draw rocks. John is immune, which would mean that Candace would be eliminated if they do not come to consensus between the Dave and the Bethany vote. I'll give you a minute to talk about it.
There is no consensus.
They're not going to talk about it.
We've already decided.
It's already been decided among them, the 2-2 vote. They're on the re-vote. They're going to vote the same way, which would mean Candace and John would have to draw rocks. John is immune. He does not have to draw rocks. So Candace, you are eliminated. Candace, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go.
Thank you for letting me play again. I had so much fun.
Yeah, you looked good.
Stressed out.
Jury, settle that.
Impressed me. The bond that you guys have, what you do.
Thank you. You guys could have voted me out. Time after time.
I told you I was with you. I told you I was with you. You didn't believe me.
Next question.
All right, let's go top 3.
What would you say if you were with me? I'm with you.
I don't think I've lied.
Get your tickets ready.
We were a very tight blue team from beginning to end. We stuck to that throughout the day. You saw me struggle earlier on a decision because as jury members were being selected or put into play, they kept saying, if you don't make a big move, nobody's going to vote for you because you're not making a big move. And so that started weighing heavily on my mind, and I had to make a decision between being a winner and being loyal to people who had really stuck true to their game and their word throughout this entire thing. And so I struggled with, okay, they're not going to vote for me. I'm not going to win. So do I make that? Do I make the big move to get the win, or do I stick to my loyalty? And I feel like I have to be honest and loyal to the people that I made a promise to and gave my word to, and that's what I did today, and I'm proud of that. It hasn't even all hit me yet that the night of the merge, I was like, God, this is unfamiliar territory, and people were walking around and talking, and I'm like, don't panic, don't get caught up in it, just stay subtle and low like you have, because as soon as you start panicking, running around like a chicken, you're going to make yourself noticeable. And it seemed that seemed to really work for me throughout the game. It's just to kind of fly in under the radar a little bit and make really good friends and alliances and connections. Friendships versus alliances. And that really did reign true in this event.
How many times you voted for me? I'm sorry, seriously, I'm really curious.
If you add them all up, it's enough to get you out.
It might have been a majority from the start of 24.
Yeah.
There's never anything against you, you know
Even
that.
the highest
Do I seem bitter?
No, not at all.
Yeah,
I think you probably am.
I mean, I had my name written down.
I only got voted on twice.
I don't think it's close even.
I don't think it's close.
I think I had my name written down 4 or 5 times or something like that. I'm just like, used to this. Walking there like you got something going. Well,
Congratulations, final 3. Come on up. John, sorry, got to take that back. Are you ready to get to the final immunity challenge?
oh my gosh, this is not going to go.
We'll play for 3 minutes. If anyone falls off, they're eliminated. Whoever makes it through, when we get to the next round, we move up 1 level. 1 foot on the second shortest, 1 on the third. And then again, if we need to, the third and the fourth. And then we keep going on that last one on 1 foot if necessary until somebody wins. 2, 1, 0, go. We're on for 3 minutes. John's wobbling. Hang it in there.
Hey, hang in there, buddy. Come on, hang in there.
Dave's wobbling around. Bethany hasn't even moved. Nice save for John. He's steady back up. Just like that. Dave's wobbling. Two minutes to go. Final immunity on the line. First movement from Bethany since she's gotten up there. Everybody settle back in again. Dave's in trouble. Nice recovery.
Yeah, nice save.
One minute to go. Everybody settle back in. 30 seconds. Dave's in trouble again, and he's out.
Gotta go.
15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, step down. I'll count it down from 3, 2, 1, 0. We're on for 3 minutes. Bethany like a statue. John holds steady. Halfway through. Thirty seconds. 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step down. Count it down. 3, 2, 1, start. John's in trouble. Can he hang on? He's on.
Whoa, are you okay?
You're right. You haven't been there for a long time.
Bethany, congratulations. We'll give you guys a few minutes to talk, and we'll bring you in for final tribal council. Be sure to get the gymnast.
And a cheerleader.
And a cheerleader. But now it's time to make your plea. Why should she make the vote to bring you to the end with her?
Well, as you know, John, I tried to talk you into that basketball dunking contest for the last one. But I guess we went with the gymnast balance beam, so that was good. Happy to take second to what an incredible young lady, and happy to sit next to this guy as well. I know that the Umpe tribe has been together the whole time. There's a lot of loyalty there. I respect that. I admire it. I don't anticipate being in the final two. I wish it could happen. I don't think it's going to happen. But I just want to say this has been an incredible experience, and these people are wonderful, and thanks for letting me be here, man.
Dave, what's your pitch to Bethany to get to the finals? Is it all about loyalty and being together?
That's a piece of it. She and I had a deal before that challenge. That was before we knew what the challenge was, by the way. If I won, I would take her. If she won, she would take me. I would have honored it. She said she will. We'll see what happens. Either way, it's been an honor, guys.
Bethany, we know you're going to sit in that final too. How do you decide which of these guys to take? Do you have the underdog story in mind, the guy that fought through to the end, or loyalty story about Dave and how he stuck with you in the Umpe tribe?
You know, I've been so impressed by John every step of the way. He was killing it in that challenge, even though I think it was probably made for me. But he's got a lot of fight. I'm honored to be sitting next to him. Dave and I have been together for Umpe Strong for as long as this game has been going on. So I think that, you know, we got to stick together to the end.
Okay, well, Bethany, you're immune. That means, Dave, you could only vote for John. John, you can only vote for Dave. Your vote does not matter. Bethany, yours is the only one that does, and maybe a formality. We're going to ask you to go ahead and cast your final vote. I'll go get the vote. John?
Thanks, John. I just want to say that for all of the tribe that I was on, the Wet 2 tribe, y'all rocked it. Thank you so much. Give it up for the Wet 2 tribe, guys. We did a great job. Fought hard. You know, all those on the Tenda tribe, you know, we went into the merge short and short on both sides, and we bound together, and we really built some great relationships. So if you don't mind, help me give it up for the Tenda tribe as well. Great job. And as far as the Umpe tribe, I can't say enough, but I do want to point out that this wouldn't have been possible had this wouldn't have been possible had Adam not been a man of his word. I want to give it up for one of the best survivors ever.
I'll read the final vote. The last person voted out of Durham Warriors 2017. John, need to bring me your tour.
Proud of you. Honor. Thank you, Bobby. You were great.
They're going to steal you away from me right away.
Okay.
God bless you,
give you your mints.
Thank you. I need them, as you know.
For you.
My girl.
I'm going to go down the line and give them all a
You got my
chance to
pen.
question and make a statement. I'm going to give them each a minute or two to make their final plea to the jury as to why they should be voted the winner of Durham Warriors 2017. We'll then change over to the jury. Now hold the power. We'll have every one of them give the opportunity to ask a question or make a statement to help clarify how they want to make their vote. A brief final statement from each of those, then I'll ask the jury to make the vote for the winner. Stephanie, start us off.
It's kind of crazy. I came into this not expecting much, so forgive me for not being so eloquent. Starting out from just the very beginning, Adam and I created an alliance almost off the start, and I think that our tight bond and our agreement to stick together has pulled through all of the crap that we went through the last 3 days. I think I've shown that I've been an incredible competitor. I've left like skin and blood and tears and sweat all over this place, and I've fought really hard to be here. I've worked hard to win those challenges, put ourselves in a good position, and I think I was part of directing every vote. I was voting right all the time. I only got, what, 4 votes, 5, 6, whatever. People only voted against me twice because I was making good relationships with everyone. I tried not to lie to people when I didn't need to, and I was just trying to play as hard as I could. And I hope that you reward me with this for that, but I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say.
I went to the Naval Academy and I was a submarine officer, and we used to study military history. And one story always stuck with me. In ancient China, when they would send their troops into battle, the general would pull the troops together and say, "You're already dead." They would go on the battlefield and they had nothing left to lose. I don't know how I'm sitting here. I was a dead man walking from the minute I walked on my tribe of 8. I was the only one of the original tribe I was on that wasn't picked for that tribe, and I was at the bottom of the heap. I was going down. And I will say up front, I lied to you guys. I lied to some people up there, and I'm not going to apologize for it. I was at the bottom. I had absolutely no options. I'm going to tell you about 2 lies I made. It's 2 specific things. In the very first immunity vote, Susie, and where's Susie? Is she still here? Here. Susie had told everyone, please vote me off. This was after the men came back from the pontoon excursion with Bob, which was wonderful, and the women had time to talk. And everyone came to me and said, you're totally fine, Susie wants to go home. I didn't believe it. And they tell me now, you know, we were strong. To this day, I still think I was the blind side. I was at the bottom of the lines and they thought I was loyal to another tribe. So I slept about 3 hours over this weekend. I laid there at night and tried to come up with ways to get myself out of these stupid situations. And at about 5 in the morning the first night, I came up with what I thought was a harebrained solution, but I have no other options. They thought I was tight with the Orange tribe. Where's LJ? Okay. They thought I was tight with LJ and the rest of the group. I found a rock, this rock. I went up to the bathrooms, I wrapped it in toilet paper and put it in my pocket, hoping that my tribe would think I had an idol. That's probably not going to work, but why not try that? So we went to tribal, and I'm still thinking they're going to vote Susie. I'm sorry, we had the immunity challenge, we lost, and afterwards I went up to LJ, and I said, LJ, I need your help. I gave LJ this rock wrapped in toilet paper and said, dude, go throw it in your bag, wait 10 seconds, and please come over and hand it to me, because I'm in trouble. He did that, he didn't ask any questions. For that, I appreciate it, dude. I love you. And I did it so that the rest of my tribe saw me do it. Or at least I hope they saw it. Did you guys see me do it?
No.
Okay. You killed my story. I did it in a way that I thought they saw it. So I was thinking they think I have a muted medal, so they're going to shift the vote. So we went to, actually, I want to take a second. When we went to tribal, we went up, I stood up and said, John, I have to play something. He unwrapped it and he said, this is a rock, you can't play it. But that was it. But they voted out Susie. I believed if I didn't do that, I was out. Okay? An associated lie with that story. When I came back to my blue tribe, remember I had to accomplish two things. I had to get out from the bottom of 8 on the first vote, and I had to get that tribe to trust me, or even if I lasted that time, I was gone the next time. So what I did was I went back to the tribe and told them afterwards what had happened with the rock. I had told them that I'd gone up to LJ and said, LJ, I need help. Do you have anything? And the lie I told, and I apologize, LJ, but I said, LJ said, dude, I've got something, but I can't help you. And I told that to my tribe. And I said, he's got an idol or some type of advantage. And I think they believed me. And I think because they believed me, it showed the loyalty in their mind from me to them. Now, would I have gone back to the original tribe that was called Acorn? I don't know. I would have probably kept my options open, but I have to say, the blue tribe that we were on, I don't know if you guys saw the 3 tribes. If I was a betting person, I would have not put money on our tribe at the beginning, but we pulled through and did an amazing job on a lot of the challenges. I think I did well in several. I helped the team with some creative solutions on some, and they're really strong friends. So I would say, I think I played a strong game, and one last thing I'll say, I worked really hard in the year leading up to this. I studied videos, I read everything, and John, I can't say for sure, but if you could check, I think I have the most votes against me, a single person in the history of the DWSC.
Not sure.
And I'm here. I have nothing else to say. Thank you.
Okay, we'll now turn it over to the jury for their questions or statements. C, you're up.
Congratulations to both of you. I admire that you got there. I had a great time playing with you both. And my only question, I don't have any questions for you, Dave, because we didn't really ever, we didn't work together. I mean, you said you were going to work with me, and that was a lie, and that was a good lie. So, Bethany, my question to you is, we had a conversation last night where I said to you, hey, let's get back together. We were all together at first. And you were really non-committal. And I knew at that moment that it wasn't going to work with us, and I knew that it wasn't going to work with Adam because of what you said. And why didn't you lie to me? Can you explain that to me?
I mean, the short answer is I'm not a very good liar. But the long answer is I was trying to keep my options open. I really was. The whole time, I didn't want to make any promises to anyone, but I didn't want to break any promises to anyone that I couldn't uphold, and I wasn't ready to make that decision. And I was keeping my options open, but just seeing the scramble that went on and all the crazy stuff that was happening behind the scenes, it kind of solidified that what our blue tribe had was something that was solid, and to kind of fracture from that so early when there were so many people left in the game would have been a huge mistake. And I don't think I would be here today if I'd done that.
Hi guys, congrats to you both. My question for both of you is, if you were to look at the highlight reel of your game, what would you say is the #1 highlight for you? And then also, what was your lowest point and how did you recover from that?
The highlight that we did personally or that we did?
Yeah, the moment in the game you're most proud of.
Dave, we'll start with you.
I already told you about that cool rock thing in the lie, so I'm not going to say that one. I would say the one I'm probably most proud of, and you guys probably are not happy about it, but it was convincing you that I was going to go with the other side and then flipping and voting you guys out. That's it. Oh, and my worst. My worst is probably the Dow challenge that I practiced for probably 20 hours with my kids and dropped out in a minute. I know they're going to give me crap later.
Considering we've only been here for 3 days, or 3.5, whatever that is, I feel like I've had a lot of high moments. I'm really proud of how I was able to come out here and compete. I think that I kind of surprised maybe all of you at how good I could be, and I am proud of that. But my high and low moment probably came at the exact same time when we're at Final Four and John wins immunity. And I find out that Candace and Dave had an agreement not to vote for each other. And at that point, they weren't going to break their word, and I was kind of stuck. And I thought there was really nothing I could do until we get a really great instruction on the rules of Final Four ties. And I was able to convince John to come with me and vote for Dave and pull out that vote, knowing that Candace would be the one that had to go. But I don't think that any of them would have come to that decision anywhere close without my suggesting, and obviously I wouldn't be sitting here without it.
Alright, hi guys. First of all, Baga Baga Team Both. I'm Base Strong. Thank you to, you guys made it. You fulfilled the prophecy of our Susies watching over us, so that was cool. I got the pleasure of working with both of you for a really long time, ever since that tribe started. So I have an interesting perspective on both, and I just want to ask one question to each of you. I'll start with Dave. So, Dave, when you came onto the tribe, you definitely are right about the position you were based on the original tribes, but I always viewed things as a little bit more open and a little bit more flexible, and I told you right away that I want to work with you. So I think that you covered the stuff that you did in that stage. You managed to survive. I won't rehash all that, but what I want to know is, you had a big decision at the merge, and then later on, you had the opportunities to flip, especially at that merge vote. So what was your long-term plan going into the merge, and how are you going to carry that out? What were you thinking at that time, and why you made your moves?
When we went into the merge, we knew, our entire tribe knew that the other tribe was going to come together and try to get someone to flip. We as a group identified me as the likely swing vote that they were going to come after. And they went after everyone, but I will say they went after me extremely hard. Individuals, the whole group together, everything. And we had mapped out as a group how we would handle it. We're not just going to say no. I said, I will lie and tell it. And I swear to God, I'm sticking with you guys. And I stuck with you guys. We stuck. I was thinking down the road, I didn't want to sit next to you. I don't know if you guys know this, he runs Survivor Maryland. You probably heard how eloquent he is up here. I wouldn't want to be within 50 feet of you. I didn't vote you out. In fact, I didn't know you were being voted out. So my goal was to get to the finals with Candace. And we thought a final three, and to be honest, when everything went down, we had not identified a third. Maybe Adam, maybe Bethany, Eliza. We weren't sure, we hadn't gotten that far. And I will say, I got really lucky. I am not gonna lie, I got extremely lucky. But survivors like jumping out of an airplane and trying to put yourself through a pinhole a mile down, I think I did that.
All right, Bethany, it was great to work with you too. It's kind of hard because I feel like if I hadn't given you that Sierra Easton answer, I might be sitting in your spot. So that's tough, but I'm really proud to see you here. And the thing I want to know is, besides balance, we know you're good at balance, and you're definitely a competitor. So besides challenge aspects, what is the defining characteristic that makes you a good game player? What do you think?
I think that there's a lot that goes into it. Part of it is just, I tried as much as possible to be open to things that people were saying. I think I made a connection with every single one of you, whether it be, over, random stuff. But I tried to connect with each person and really build relationships. And I think that it shows that because you guys weren't voting for me. Even when they had to put names on someone, I think I was seen as a threat, but I still wasn't seen as the person to vote out. And I think that was probably the biggest strength that I had, was just focusing on that, trying not to make any promises again that I couldn't keep, and being thoughtful about where we were going with the game and how each vote was going to impact the next step.
I just have a question for Bethany. What were some one or two maybe examples of strategic play that came from you and not from somebody else, that wasn't influenced by somebody else, that came from you?
I don't think that Survivor is it's not an insular game. You can't separate one person from another. We all, Dave wouldn't be here without me. I wouldn't be here without him. That being said, I made an alliance with Adam at step one. I knew that he was going to be a strategic player. He's a smart kid. I knew that adult, human, sorry. I knew that he was someone that I could learn from, and I think that I took that and I was able to think ahead. I was part of the, I think that Steve, I'm sorry, I think I put your name out first. But I didn't trust you. You went around running for everyone, and it scared me. And so you were number one, and Liza, you were another person that I said, we can't let this go any farther. Once you flipped on us, I didn't trust you. I had misgivings about you, just based on your silence, and I wasn't getting anything from you. And so when you flipped immediately, I knew that you had to be the one to go.
Hi guys, congratulations to you both. It was a pleasure to play with you, get to know you, and I had a blast playing this game with you guys. Unfortunately, I feel like we didn't get to connect that much through this game. Bethany, I was with you in the beginning and we got to know each other a little bit, but unfortunately our games just never really crossed paths. So as an outsider of the Big Tribe, and as some of these people over here, we kind of saw a lot of the shots being called by Adam, and that's what it came across to for us. So explain to me and some of the others over here what you did to contribute to that group, and what's one of the maybe pivotal moments in that after we merged that got you to where you are right now.
Going into the Blue Tribe, I will say it, you might disagree. Adam probably was calling the shots in some ways. Adam, we used his experience. I'll say, I came in here, I've studied a lot of Survivor, I love Survivor. I thought I knew Survivor until I showed up here. The other people playing this game are at PhDs in Survivor. And then there's Adam. So, you could say we let Adam drive the bus. I would say we used his intellect, his game savvy, his emotional intelligence, everything, and we learned from it, not from a Survivor level, but on a human level. I was impressed with him on the TV show. I'm more impressed with him now. But I will say, although Adam might have been driving the bus, we made Adam drop us off, and we're here. And that's because of other things we did. Candace and I wasn't part of their tribe initially. She and I built a bond that we said we would never write each other's names down. She asked me before that last tribal, please vote me. I said, I am not voting for you. I will not do it. And if that meant I went home, so be it. You know what? Is it because I had a bond with her? Yes. But it was, was it strategic? Partially, but it was also because it was true. So that's all I have.
I guess echoing that a little bit, I see where that perspective comes from. That being said, Adam obviously had the experience here, but every single decision that we made was driven by he and I. I think that our discussions drove the food order. Our discussions were the ones that were pushing people, to tell people who to go for. It started at the head and it spread out from there. I'm not going to pretend that I made every decision by myself, because no one would believe that. That's stupid. But if anyone was a part of it the entire way, it was me.
Congratulations, guys. It was great playing with both of you. I have one question for both of you. So Dave, I want you to tell me what you think Bethany's best move in the game was, And Bethany, I want you to tell me what you think Dave's best move in the game was.
I guess Dave's best move probably was as we walked up to that final immunity challenge, turning to me and saying, "We got each other," locking it in. There was a lot of times when I think Dave felt insecure in our tribe and didn't have the comfort to be confident in our decisions. And that was one time when he really he knew what he needed to do, and he got it done.
I think her best move was taking me to the final two. I think her best move was the discussion with Candace that resulted in Candace, who is a classy woman, taking a step down and letting us move on.
Oh man, okay, so this is really tough for me. Obviously,
I really, really like and respect both of you, and I honestly still don't know who I'm going to vote for. I think you both have strengths and you both have weaknesses. With you, Bethany,
I think you recognized that it was a big threat entering this game, and sometimes it may not be the sexiest move, but the smart move is to stay the course if that course will end you at the final three.
And if things had gone according to the plan of the 6, I think it is very likely that you end up in a very similar kind of final 3 situation. Now, with Dave, you had to struggle from the bottom, and that takes a whole nother kind of fortitude.
You had to work hard to build relationships. You were loyal in the sense that you earned our trust so that we wanted to keep you around, but you also got some breaks.
When Austin got blindsided, I think you got to step up a number of places probably in what may have been the pecking order if you had decided to stay that way. So I respect both of your games very greatly, and I've appreciated hearing about your games, but what I'd like to hear about from each of you is, what did you come into this game hoping to experience? What did you want to take away from this? And what would bring the most meaning to this experience?
I learned about this event maybe 18 months ago. I couldn't apply for the first one, but I started working to get here then. I've applied to be on Survivor 22 times. Sadly, they don't take pasty white 48-year-olds in Survivor. I worked really hard to get here. What I wanted to get out of it, Adam, I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to win. But in my research and my studies for the DWSC, I also learned that this is a pretty tight community. And I have never, before I came here, I had never met a survivor. I've never gone to a survivor event. I would bother my wife and kids about it all the time, but I really wouldn't talk about it with anyone. So probably, I wanted to win, I'm not gonna lie. More than anything, I wanted to be part of a community that shared some similar interests. I think I found that. So, thank
you. For me, Survivor's been a huge part of my life. I've been watching the show since it aired when I was 8. Every single year. A lot of things, you go through a lot in your life. A lot of things. Bad things happen, I think we all know that, but good things happen too. And Survivor's always been a constant for me. It's always been something that I can come back to, and so being here, being able to experience it, for the survivors, it's not a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, but for most of us, it is. And it was amazing to be a part of this. The other part is, I feel like a lot of times people tell you in your life that you can't do things. And I've heard so many times that I wouldn't be able to do this because I can be kind of brash and obnoxious. And I know that a lot of people in my life would think that I would be the first one out. And so to be able to build relationships with all of you and prove that I can do this and I can do anything, and we all can do anything that you set your mind to. And I'm just really proud to be here and to be here with all of you.
I played with you right up until the end, so I know exactly, or in my mind, exactly what I think the two of you are, and that's incredible. So I just need to ask one final question to solidify our friendship to the end, and that is, if you had an ice cream sundae, are you choosing sprinkles or syrup?
I'm going to order off menu because in Philadelphia, sprinkles are called Jimmy's.
I just want to clarify, it's chocolate syrup? Yes. Then obviously that's the answer.
Just like Candace, I don't want to drag you through anything. You've asked some really good questions and insightful questions. But I do have a couple comments I'd like to make. One is I was so impressed with the loyalty that you guys had, and it really stood the test. It was really powerful, so I respect both of you guys for how you stayed with that. And Adam led it. He led it very well, and I know you guys both had integral parts in that. Just like the loyalty that I had with Carolyn and LJ and the rest of the crowd we had over there, it was tight. You know, and in fact, we sat there and we wouldn't vote against each other. We voted against. We wouldn't. You know, we made it a tie just so we wouldn't break what y'all had. And I think that's one thing that resonated me with you guys. And I think y'all mutually respected that with me, and that's why you sort of allowed me to kind of go with you. You didn't have any reason to. You could have dropped me along the way, and you didn't. And I forever appreciate that for you. Last thing I simply want to say is that I've seen both of you play very well, very hard. I admire each of your gameplay and all that. Survivor's about outwit, outlast, outplay. You both have outwitted, outlasted, and outplayed everybody here. Can we give it up for the two who did all three of those things? And so I really, because I'm so on the fence on this thing, you know, I'm going to say one thing. One of the secrets of outplaying is to do it in such a way, and this is the brilliance of Mark Burnett and Survivor, this is one of the reasons why I love it, is you have to do it in such a way where all of these guys still are on your side when we're sitting here. And I can say that, you know, Bethany, you never did anything that I saw in the game that, I mean, people would say, oh, well, she played this, she didn't play, she rode along, coattail, whatever. You never did anything in the game that made me feel like, you know, I didn't want, you know, to reciprocate to you. You know, and the only thing that I would say, you know, that makes it different is that when you and I talked, Dave, you know, you told us multiple times at the merge, I'm with you guys, I'm going to do it, I'm going to go ahead that. Had you not said that, had you said, you know what, guys, I'm sticking with my tribe, booyah, I'd have respected that too. And we'd have said, all right, guys, we're sunk, they're going to pick us off one at a time, and then we'll go eat pizza. That would have been cool. But to say to a number of people here, to leave us going into that challenge thinking Dave's got our back, and when you let that down, then that's the part of Survivor that's the dangerous component, you know? And so with no disrespect, no dishonor at all, my vote's going to go to Bethany, but I love you both and respect you both.
Final statement, and then we'll have the jury vote.
First again. You know, in closing, I know a lot of that came to me. I know, I understand what you guys are all saying, but I think I played hard to be here. I think I drove a lot of strategic conversations. I voted for each and every one of you. I'm sorry about that, but at least I was on the right side of the vote. And I'm really proud of how this game turned out. And if you want to vote for me, that's really awesome. But if not, I will love you guys till the end of time. This has been an incredible experience. Thank you so much for being a part of it.
I'm going to be brief. I would like your vote. I think I played very hard, as did Bethany. I will say the adversity I had to face pretty much every tribal council, every day, every minute, but I'm still sitting here. So I appreciate the bonds that we formed. I think I might have found my survivor family, and for that I thank you. And all I'll just say is, regardless of who you pick, it's been an honor. You guys, everyone else who was out there, thank you very much.
Not even a question. I knew from the moment I saw you lie to me that it had to be you. And I even tried to say to you, why didn't you lie when you had lied? And you had the right answer. You deserve this. Good job.
This is the third time, I think, I've written your name down. And this is the first time I'm fairly happy about it. I appreciate the struggle to get where you are. And your honesty at the end.
Dave, I'm voting for you because I feel like you made a move against us, and that was a move. And in this game of Survivor, you have to make moves to win the game. I love you both. I'm giving it to you, Dave.
They both played amazing games. This is really, really, really difficult for me. But congratulations to whoever wins.
Bethany, you played an incredible game, and honored to know you. And even though I know some people said that you didn't make a big move or whatever, I think your big move was making sure you were always in a place where you didn't have to make a big move. That was a big enough move for me, and the fact that you have a lot of people on the jury that have no reason to feel ill of you, that's a pretty good accomplishment in the game of Survivor. So I hope you win either way. I'll see you on the other side. It's been an honor.
For the final time, I'll go tally the votes.
Good one. There it is. This is what you were playing for.
Let me had I known that, I'd have won this.
Losers.
Good job. I might have. Oh man. If I knew that was it.
You wanted to fly box.
Real quick, before I read the final votes, this is my chance to say my thank you to there's a literal army of volunteers that you're going to see come on the field right after this ends to take a picture. And without all of them, we cannot pull this off in the scale that we do. So thanks to all of our many volunteers. I'll read the final votes. These are votes to win. First vote, Bethany. Dave. Bethany. Dave. 2 votes Bethany, 2 votes Dave. Bethany. Dave. 3 votes Bethany, 3 votes Dave. Bethany. Dave. 4 votes Bethany, 4 votes Dave, 1 vote left. The winner of Durham Warrior Survival Challenge 2017, Bethany.